Welcome back to Ravenbeak Nature Works. We're on to our third video of the day here. This is the same batch of wood as the rest, so it's been down 5 years in the shop for a little bit. So pretty dry and ready to work. So let's hop in and we'll show you what we got. As we move on through our videos, the wood's going to start getting a little bit shorter and a little bit more character to it as well, and therefore a bit cheaper. So hopefully there's something there that works for you. Up first, we have stave number 25, 75 inches long. Nice little longbow stave here. Alignment looks great, super straight, super straight. And coming down the back here, nice and clean. Couple little pin knots, little knot cluster here, sort of probably right close to the handle. And as we come up here, bigger knot off to the left, but lots of room on the right to squeeze up. So sometimes in the handle, if I've got a knot, I'll rawhide back just a little patch over it, cover it with a leather handle is one thing I do, or stiff handle as well. So that's stave number 25 and 75 inches long. Price is $175 Canadian. And stave number 26, long one, 81 inches long. Alignment looks great. Front to back, just a hint of deflex through it. A little bit more on this limb. The other limb's pretty straight, so a little bit of steam, heat gun work. You can straighten it out a little bit. But alignment looks good, and as we cruise down the back here, real clean, smooth back. I think you're actually going to get a real clean piece out of that. Little knot to the right, but I think there's lots of room to work around that. So a nice long one there. That's stave 26, that's 81 inches, and that's 200. And stave number 27, 74 inches long. Alignment looks good, front to back. Again, super straight. And as we go, tiny little knot through here. A couple little pin clusters. And this limb actually looks real clean out through. So a little bit of character, nothing crazy, but a little bit of character. So that's 27, 74 inch, that's 200. And stave number 28, 73 inches long. Alignment looks great, super straight, front to back, same, just super, super straight. Interesting stave, it's got real smooth bark, and it's got one little knot midway on this limb. Other than that, it looks to be near perfectly clear. So one little knot, up to you, work around it, leave it a bit proud, rawhide back it. But there's lots of options there. That's 28, 73 inch, that's 200. And number 29, 77 inches long. Alignment looks good. You can get a nice straight run through that, front to back. Looks nice. And this limb, just a hint of reflex actually out by the tip here, not much. Nice flat. So it had a bit of a bigger knot off to the right here, but there's lots of good wood beside it to come up, and then a little knot out there. So I would aim it for ideally maybe a bit lighter bow, but easily I think 50, 60 pounds without even pushing it. So a little bit of character, but real beautiful grain to it. So that's 29, 77 inch, that's 175. And stave number 30, 72 inches long. It's got just a hint of twist to it, but I think if you sort of stay centered here, stay centered down there, I think it's going to clean up. I think the sides drop away, but I think they're going to get trimmed down. So I think you get a straight run. You might need a bit of heat to it, but it's pretty close. And front to back, nice and straight. Hint of deflex, but ever so gentle. So stave 30, 72 inches long, and it's got a real clean back to it as far as I can tell. So nice piece of wood. Again, as they get smaller, nothing crazy heavy, but I think easily you're gonna get 50, 60 pounds out of that without pushing anything. So that's stave 30, 72 inch, that's 150. And stave 31, 75 inches long. Super straight, front to back, super straight, hint of reflex to it. And this limb is very flat and clean. It's got one interesting bump here. Let's see if it'll show up for me right through the handle. Looks to be. And that limb looks real clear again. So again, lots of options. Leave it as a character feature right at or close to the handle. Rawhide back it. Stiff handles. But beautiful piece of wood and super straight, super clean. So that's 31, 75 inch, and that's 150. And stave number 32, again 75 inches long. Alignment looks good. I think you can get a straight run through that, no problem. Front to back looks nice. A little bit of sort of roller coaster, as common in yew. And it's got real nice color. White sapwood. And as we look at the back, this tip's pretty clear. Get into a little bit of character through the middle here. A couple little small sort of pin knots. A little bit here. Cluster off to the right, but I think there's room to stay left. So it's got a little bit of character. Not so much relative to some yew bows, but get a little bit of character. So that's 32, 75 inch, that's 150. And stave number 33, long one, 80 inches long. Alignment looks great. Gentle deflex through it. Not crazy, but it's got a little bit of deflex. And as we look at the back, little nod off to the left, nod off to the left. So I think there's room to stay right. And this limb all looks real clear. So up to you, if you want to do a little steam through the handle, try and straighten it out. Or sometimes on these, I like to throw a nice little recurve tip. Get a bit of a recurve longbow or recurve flatbow going. But that's stave 33, nice piece. That's 80 inches. That's 150. And number 34, 72 inches long. Alignment looks pretty good. I think you might need just a hint of steam. Bring that far end over to the left just a bit. Front to back, decently straight. This end's got a little bit of a reflex to it, so I might be tempted to throw it on some steam. Pull a hint of that out. And beautiful colors, beautiful grain. And as we look down the back, it's got quite a real smooth, clean back to it. So I think it's going to clean up real nice. So it's stave 34, 72 inches long, and that's 125. And stave 35, 73 inch. Alignment looks great, nice straight, front to back, pretty straight. Tiny hint of deflex, but just a hint. And a little bit of character. We got a little knot out at the tip here. We got a little sunken knot here. One off to the left, but I think you can avoid that. And then this limb, it's pretty clean. It's got a couple little pin knot clusters, but nothing major. Just this one sort of sunken knot closer to this tip. So beautiful color, nice tight growth. So that's stave 35, that's 73 inch. That's 125. And the last one for this video, we got stave 36. Again, a long one, 80 inches. Pretty straight, little bit of deflex to it. Nothing too crazy. Got real dark, tight growth heartwood to it. And alignment-wise, decently straight. Probably a gentle heat bend, maybe down the far end, just to bring the tips into alignment a little. And as we look down, a couple little bumps, a couple little pin knots, but pretty clean piece of wood for the most part. Feels like a real dense piece as well. So that's stave 36, a little bit of character there. That is 80 inches long, and that is 125 Canadian. So again, thanks a lot for making it this far. We've got a couple more videos here, so stick with us, but hopefully there's something there that'll work for you. Let me know, we'll get you some costs. Cheers.